Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Clicks Before Coffee, and in this video we are still talking about how to view Google Analytics for reports. Now there are a lot of things that I have discussed in the previous video about how you should view the reports. In this video we're going to also talk about some of the key things that you can utilize while viewing your reports, right? And how can you actually make your life simpler, because there are a number of dimensions and matrices when you view reports, and it can sometimes be really overwhelming. And in case if I am to talk about all of the dimensions available, all of the matrices which are available, and I am to talk about their definition, then it's going to be a whole course by itself. So there are a lot of new things which Google Analytics 4 every now and then drop, in case if they're making changes on Google Analytics, and there are a lot of things which are new from Universal Analytics to Google Analytics 4. So it's constantly evolving and it's constantly changing. So what can we do as Google Analytics 4 users so that we are not overwhelmed with information and we can break down everything easily, right? So let's see our Google Analytics account. So here we have got our Google Analytics account, which you can see right now in front of you. Okay, and here you can see that we have still got the merchandise shop data. So what we are going to do is, right at the top, in all accounts section, we can come to the recently accessed accounts, and you can see that I have accessed the merchandise shop. I've also accessed the app, that is app account, that is the flooded account. So we have already discussed what all are there for you to see when you are viewing the report section. Now we have seen this for the website, which is the merchandise shop, but we will also see it for the flooded app. So let's click on the flooded app, and here you can see that some of the information which is inside the reports changes. Now what all are the new things that we can see? We can see that you have got a game reporting section. Now this app is actually a game, right? And you can see acquisitions in the gaming report, you can see retention, you can see engagement, you can see monetization in the gaming report, right? Now you will see that if you click on the acquisition section, you will see there are a lot of cards there. And like I have said in my previous video, in case if you are not able to understand some of these matrices, make sure that you hover your mouse over the matrices and there is a pop-up which will come up, right? So let's say, suppose if you want to understand what is this average 120D value, you just hover your mouse over that matrix or that dimension and it's going to tell you what it is, right? So it says that for each user, Google Analytics calculates the sum of purchase, subscription and ad revenue for their first 120 days. Average 120 days value is the average of the value of all your users. That is the definition of what is this data in this card that we're looking at, right? Now similarly for all the other cards, you will be able to just hover your mouse over the dimension and it's going to tell you what it is, right? So user retention, percentage of new users who return each day. Very simple, right? Now you have retention section here, that is obviously going to talk to you about returning users to your app. Okay, and it's going to be a card view here as well. You've got engagement, and under engagement you've got engagement and events, right? So events, in case if you have created any events, it will show under the event section here. Under gaming report, in case if you want to see events for gaming reports, you have to make sure that you set up the events properly. That is going to be a very important thing in case if you're viewing your events report. So all these event reports that you see, the dimension here, which is the event name, right? All these event names, the admins of this account they have created, right? So these are perfect by themselves, and these events are now available for you to view, right? The data for which is available for you to view, the matrices are available for you to view. Now if you see, there is a monetization section here as well, and there is a monetization section under life cycle in the app account. So if you click on the monetization section under life cycle, you will see something new. You will see that now there is an e-commerce purchase section and there is an in-app purchase section. Now because it's an app, you have an in-app purchase section here as well, and that's going to basically tell you all of the purchases that's happening inside the app, right? Whenever somebody is playing the game, if there is some sort of prompt which asks people to purchase something while they are gaming, right, that purchase history you will see here in the in-app purchase. Right now you see that there is no data, but what I can do is I can just go ahead and I can switch the number of days for which I am looking for this data, right? So I can just say this year, right, from January till now, if there is anything that has happened in case if there is any purchase that has happened, and now you can see that there is a lot of data for us to view. Okay, right at the top you will see on the top left hand side there is an option here which says edit comparison. This is there for all the reports which you see for your app account. This is there for the merchandise shop account as well, that is the website account as well, right? So I can just go to recents and I can just open up the merchandise shop account so that I can show you. This is going to be available for the website account as well, and this is the website account, that is merchandise shop, and you will see that we have reports once again. So in the report snapshot here you can see that I have got right at the top, I've got all users and I've got add comparison. You can add a comparison data from here. Okay, you can compare data from here, or you can just simply click on this one which is the edit comparison, and here basically you can put out, you can create a comparison card just by selecting the data that you want to compare. Let's say suppose I want to compare the data between my direct traffic and my organic traffic. Now you can see that there will be a card which will be created which is just going to talk about the comparison between direct traffic and organic traffic. Now we're just going to give this some time, and right at the top you can actually see it, right? So direct traffic is denoted by the orange line in the graph, whereas the turquoise or the sky blue colored line that you see is for your organic traffic. This way you can build a card here which is going to show you a difference, a comparison between the two data that you want to compare for. You can do two, you can do multiple, totally up to you, right? Now you can see here that we can just go to the comparison section once again, and from there what we can do is we can click on create new. The moment we click on create new, you will be able to see that you can select multiple dimensions, right? So one dimension I can select, which is going to be, let's say suppose I want to compare between age and gender, right? So I can go ahead and I can put one dimension as age, and the match type is going to be anything that contains, let's say suppose anything that contains, I'm also going to put a dimension value here, anything that contains 18 years, let's say. Okay, 18 years. Okay, that's one of the condition that I have filtered out now. Okay, and I can add a new condition which is now going to be, so let's do age against gender, right? So I have put one as 18, the age as 18, one demographic, and the other demographic that I'm going to put here is going to be gender. Now I want gender and it should contain male. Okay, male. Okay, this is going to be the new age contains 18 and gender contains male. So 18-year-old male. Okay, what is the data for 18-year-old male we are viewing here? So I can just simply click on apply. So here you can see that the blue line denotes all the users, all the traffic coming into your website, whereas the orange line is going to be the line for 18-year-old male who are coming to the website, right? So you have a side-by-side comparison against all of the traffic that you're getting in the website, and all of the users of your website, and users who are 18 and who are male. So that way you can also create a comparison data, right? In case if you don't get the definition of any of the dimension or the matrices, you can always use analytics help. I will give the link of the support website here with this video, okay, that you can see in the description, and this is how it looks like generally. So let's say suppose I want to talk about any one of the reports. Okay, I want to know what any one of the reports are actually showing me. I can just simply click on retention, and I will have a lot of information here as well. cards here as well for retention data. We have seen this before. So one thing here says user engagement by cohort, right? What is a cohort? So I can just simply go to analytics help and type in cohort. Okay, click on enter, and the moment I put in a search term there and click on enter, there is going to be a lot of options which will come up, right? It says GA4 cohort exploration. What is a cohort? Gain insights from the behavior and performance of groups of users related by common attributes. That is called a cohort, right? So either you just hover your mouse over any one of the dimensions for which you want to know the definition, or you can just come to the Google Analytics help, and from there also you can just type in your search term and know what that data actually shows you, right? Or that definition of that one dimension that you want to know about, right? So this way you can actually view reports. One other cool thing about the reports is you can actually see very quick insights. So how can we see this? Right at the top right hand side, you have got this insight option. You can just click on insight. It's just going to answer a lot of your questions, very basic questions that you might have that you want to ask analytics. Let's say basic performance. Okay, how many users did I have in the last week? Very simple. Click on it, it's going to give you the answer. Let's say e-commerce. Okay, e-commerce, you've got a few predefined questions that everyone wants to ask. Let's say revenue by device this year. What is going to be my revenue share from my website by the devices? Okay, from which device I've got how much revenue? This is the answer. And in case if you want to ask any other question, just go back to the suggested question and you can click on any one of the predefined questions, and that will instantly answer all of the questions for you. Okay, so that's about it, guys. In case if this was knowledgeable, please consider sharing the video, liking the video, subscribing to the channel. Also press the bell notification so that you do not miss any video that we upload in this series that we're building for Google Analytics 4. I will see you in the next video, guys. Until then, take care. Bye bye.